All right, guys. So Sunday, Amanda and I have been running around most of the day. It's 7 o'clock now, losing light, but I'm going to try to plant some of these plants. So we got all these trees from the Arbor Day Foundation we planted. Out of maybe 40 of them that I got in the ground, it looks like only 2 of them are still alive. So I found another option for not bare root, but they call them plug trees. So they actually seed them in these plugs of peat moss and soil and stuff. So when you get them, they're not bare root. They actually pull them out of these trays and they send them to you still with the material around the roots. They have some options for them that are, like 2 years old, but those don't ship till winter. I was able to get some. I've got 100 of them here, and the way they come, this is actually 100 right here, 50 per bag. And these ones ship, I don't remember which company I ended up going with, but they come like this. So this one actually, most of the soil's already come off the roots on this one. But I'm going to take them. I've got this. Where's my lighting at? Is this better? I've got this. That is not better, is it? I've got this auger for the DeWalt. So I'll show you that in a second. I've got the four-wheeler over here. And we're going to ride out and try and plant a few of these and see how that goes. And because it is warmed up, I'm going to change out. I've still got shorts on, so I'm going to change that out and put on some coal pants. And I've got some cameras that I'll throw on and go through it, maybe put a video together out of this, I don't know. So why did I put pants on? I put pants on because it's warm. Ticks are out. What does that mean? Who cares about ticks, right? We have chiggers here. They're like little teeny ticks. You feel them moving on you. We also cut like seed ticks. So by just changing clothes, when I get back in, I can just take a shower, soap and hose everything off, and then I don't have to mess with any of that. So that's why I have different clothes on now, different pants. So load up and go out and see about getting a few of these in the ground before we lose too much light. Now here's the auger. Runs off of this. We've dug a couple holes on the property just right out front and stuff, a lot of gravel. Hopefully out in the wood line where I'm putting this stuff, there's not as much rock. It really does kick and it'll twist the shit out of your wrist. So when you do it, you really want to make sure that you have it braced, against your thigh. And then, of course, I bought, there's some smaller ones, like 1.5, 2 inch. And I thought, well, bigger, better. I got the big one. In hindsight, I probably should get a smaller one. It won't kick and torque as much. And the way these plugs are, it definitely doesn't need to be a 3-inch tip. So we'll put this stuff all together, load up, and go out and see if we can get a few of these in the ground before we lose too much light here. I wish I had some super bright zip ties. Bright zip ties just so I don't have to cut this 550 cord. The 550 cord works, but one of the more time-consuming parts of this is tying the 550 around the tree so that you know where your marks were. I'm losing daylight right now, so everything right now is about being faster. We have all those pieces over there already cut that we use for zipper pulls, but they're only 10 inches. And of course, yeah, you can tie them, but it takes a lot longer to tie a small piece than it does just these big ones. Plus these big ones, you'll see them at a little bit more of a distance before you're up on them. So I think this will do right here. We're probably not going to get many more than this in the ground right now, just because it'll be dark here in the next 40 minutes or so. You want to ride out with me?
Sure.
You'll be fine. You just better stay on the four-wheeler. You're going to get bugs and shit on you. Oh, we need to go the other way. All these are all blackberries.
These all have thorns.
Yeah, they all have thorns. Yeah, the whole thing has thorns. Oh shit. It grabs. It definitely is different than. It's definitely different than. Well, no, it grabs super well, but it wants to rip that thing down, and it doesn't want to come back out.
You should have brought some water.
I was just going to come back out with the water. I can do that in the dark. I just wanted to get back here and get a few of these done before it's too dark. What do you hear, animal? Something.
Whatever it is.
Huh?
Small, whatever it is.
Bird, probably. Yeah, this makes way too big of a hole. Yeah, remind me when we get in, I'll order the smaller auger. I think that'll be way better. What's that, 5? Only 95 more to go?
Yep.
The good news is now that you know how to do it, you can come out and do them all tomorrow. I think having a smaller auger will throw the dirt a lot less. Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing hickory from all these nuts right here. I think that's what those shells are. Somebody watching the video, I'm sure, will tell us. I want to say they break into like thirds. Aren't these the big, huge things we had at the driveway in Cedar Lakes? Oh, maybe they break into fourths. I don't know what these are. Some kind of nut tree. All right. That's that. That's all I have marker cords for, so maybe we'll go through and put some more in tomorrow. I don't see them right now, but there's figs already forming on them. They're all over the place. They smell good. They smell kind of like sweet, like vanilla. Man, it smells that dirt, I guess. It likes whatever it smells. Come here, Taco. They can get out. The only thing keeping them in is they don't know they can get out.
The dirt is like, wait, what's going on?
So what do we think? It's 7:50. So it was 7 when I started messing with this. So 50 minutes. What did we get in? 12 trees maybe? I don't really know how many we got. But we definitely have more today than we had yesterday. Because we didn't put any in yesterday. Good start, right? Man, I said halfway filled. He filled these up. I'm going to get water on them. It almost turned over. Chicken, what are you doing out, chicken? That one's still alive.
There's two right along that tree line, running that way. There's two that are still out.
Still sprouting up?
One's got some green left, one's got a pretty good amount of green on it.
Take a cup of water over there and give them some water while you're thinking about it. Ooh, shit. Those are big ass red ants I just burrowed into. I was wondering what I saw running. Let's try somewhere else. How about right here? Roots down there grabbing and spinning, locking the drill out.
That thing's pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, it seems like the battery's dead, even though you just took it off the charger. So my guess is that...
Yeah, that's the good battery, too.
My guess is the bit is doling out.
Yeah, take a grinder to it.
Yeah, there's acorns in there.
Huh. I wonder how those weren't sprouted.
I don't know.
Especially with all the rain we've had.
I just...
There's a bunch sitting over here.
I just bought a 2-inch auger. I think it'll be better for this.
That's the 3, right?
Yeah. We'll just get them in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we need them in a couple months, if they're doing well and they're in the wrong place, we can just move them. Got a lot of wiggle in there.
Yeah.
Does it always have that?
Yeah. Most of the new ones like that do. So that's not quite what I imagined when you said they come in a plug.
Well, these are the small ones.
Uh-huh.
You can get a bigger one that's a second year.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't have them shipping right now.
Gotcha.
I wanted to do something right now.
Yeah.
So in the fall, you can get something that are like 3-4 times this size.
Like, I imagine this, like, little actual wood thing for some reason.
Oh, no. They're like seed trays.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of when I saw that. It's like the plants that we buy at Walmart and stuff like that.
But much smaller, you know?
Yeah.
So you're not messing with the roots. You're not having
Yeah, it leaves the roots alone intact.
all the trauma. Go ahead and open that up. Let's see what it looks like.
So what's in the box?
I like the giant box for the little box.
Yeah, and like one measly piece of paper.
Yeah, I don't know what that's. Amazon.
That's not going to do anything.
Amazon. What the fuck are you thinking?
What are you doing, Amazon?
So we got this auger, the 3-inch. You know, more is better always. The 3-inch grabs the roots a little much, and then if you hit a rock, plus it's making the holes big. So for the trees we're using, I went ahead and got this smaller one, which is a lot shorter.
Even give you a quick start guide.
But it will, it'll get this done. I think this will work better for the pine trees that we have. So we got a storm coming in. We have 50 more trees to put in the ground. Actually, more than 50. We've got these. We're not even sure what these are. But there's storm coming in, so we're going to go ahead and get these dropped in the ground before we have a bunch of mud to deal with. That's the small log? Okay, you got the big one too? Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Both of those. I got the water, got the ties. I don't have the trees.
Roll over there and grab them. Air conditioner's on.
Hello, possum. Hello.
That's the voice I imagine that she would have if she could talk.
Hello.
Get stuff off between here and the gas station.
Yeah, the power line's always going to be the issue, but when they start going, we'll just fucking lop the tops off. This one's still alive. Dump some. Yeah.
Drill into that thing next time. Oh shit.
There's ants on it. I see them.
Back. It seems like it wants to suck into the ground a lot more.
Clay.
Just corkscrew in.
More clay here. It's wet though. The ground's nice and damp. Holy shit.
You got that nice layer of wood on top.
Yeah.
Not getting direct sunlight down to the soil.
Blackberries. Man, this one works so much better. As these trees grow, we'll be able to come through here and just cut these off with scissors.
Yep.
Or if these trees grow. I want to get Nick Ferguson. Jack Spearco has him on quite a bit.
Yeah.
He does site surveys, and he comes through. Occasionally, he'll come through.
That cat.
Yeah, different kind of acorn. Occasionally, he'll come through Tennessee,
Oh, okay.
and if
What's
he's
his
permaculture site surveys,
Oh, okay.
so he'll come in and go, "This is what you should do. This is how the land will work best." I wanted to kind of look at what we've already done. I have a feeling he's going to go, "Yeah, I wouldn't have done none of that shit." But get him to look at it, and it's it's like $2,500. But if he's near you en route, it's like $1,000 to get him to come if he's stopping on his way. Give that one some water too. I don't know, man. This little auger bit's working way better than the bigger one. Oh man, I forgot to change my shoes. Kind of pulling it back up to the height I wanted it. Got it? Jack sent me I posted a little video about those two trees that drowned.
Yeah.
and he sent me a link. He's like, here is a link to the guy I learned to plant trees from, which is Dr. Garrett, the tree doctor, earth doctor. Dr. Garrett's juice, the stuff we use, you know?
Yeah.
The fertilizer. That's his website. There's smoke down there, you see it?
Yeah, I saw that.
What the hell? It's just the steam, I think it's just the temperature.
That bit's getting hot.
When we were planting all the blueberries, the last set of blueberries on the hill, like the last 50 of them, with the excavator, digging the boxes, digging the holes, we dug up a bunch of turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah, they'd hatch, like hatching turtles.
Really?
Yeah, a bunch of them.
I was just saying the other day how I hadn't seen any turtles, and I saw 3 on the way in this morning.
Yeah, there's a couple in the pond. I put them there. I'm sure they're still around.
Here's what's left of the hamster.
You had hamsters, didn't you?
At one point, yes.
Did you have those little Siberian hamsters?
I don't know what they were. I have no clue. That was years ago.
So like the golden teddy bear hamsters and shit that I had as a kid?
Uh-huh.
And then you started seeing these little tiny miniature ones they called Siberian hamsters. We should go to...
The one I had, like, they had babies and then it got really mean.
Yeah, and ate them.
It started biting.
We should go to Siberia and try to...
Siberia?
Catch a wild population of Siberian hamsters.
That's probably how they got here. Somebody's like, oh, that's cute, I'll sell it.
Some zoo owner, somebody, they actually brought them back to breed for reptile food.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I don't know that, but it's probably more likely the case. They're like, this can solve world hunger. We will just breed hamsters.
What's on the menu today, George? Some hamster stew.
We put the orange on here because you can see it from a distance. So we know to come by every few days and water them. Plus, right now, towards the edges, there's only 3-4 inches of wood chips. Back here, there's still 12. We had about 24 inches of wood chips here. And it won't be long, another 6 months, maybe a year. We'll come through string trim and mow this shit. So having that bright marker until those trees get big just keeps us from walking on them, running over them, just something happening to them. We might totally be screwing ourselves too, like
with the rain.
Well, no, a couple of years from now, these things might have big ass roots tearing the driveway up. You just don't know. I mean, I'm sure somebody knows, but we'll take care of it when it happens. Did you just get ants all over you? Yeah, you're standing in another one.
Oh, shit. Oh.
You hear that noise? There's a gas station over there behind the trees.
Gas station, there's a semi-truck.
There's a semi-truck there just idling, and that's why we're planting all these trees, trying to cut down some of that sound. And then obviously in the fall, all the leaves come off and you see that gas station. So we're gonna plant all this super ridiculously heavy. You guys are wondering, this is a power planter. Powerplanter.com. I bought this off Amazon. It's the second one we got. And this thing is awesome, guys. Fucking broken beer bottle. One got me. It's hot out here. Hot. Here, pop one in. Pop one right here on this open ground. There's one there. There's one there. There's a dead one there. Nice. That might be enough even. So this summer, I was taking baby head out every day at break, each break and then at lunch, and we would go run.
Go run?
We would run this track. So it was 1.25 miles.
The whole track or a day?
The whole quarter. The whole track.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Whole track, 1.25 miles. So we would run it once with some walking, run, walk. And then we would mountain bike it. And then the third time we would walk it. So we're walking. I had just put a ton of wood chips down on this straight back here on the back property line. Deep, nice, heavy, wet, good smelling wood chips. Yeah. And we're coming up the back way. We come out the back garage and we're moving towards the hill, towards the road. And there's just a ray of sunshine, about 4 feet of sunshine just shining down on this mound of wood chips. And there's a giant ass groundhog. And he's just sprawled out like on all fours. Really? Just sunning himself. So I come up, and he kind of just looks up at me. And I get a stick, and I'm touching him, and he starts making this chattering sound with his teeth, so loud. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I got a video of it. First groundhog, only groundhog I've ever seen on the property here.
I think I've only seen 1 or 2.
Yeah. Every time I see them, they're out sunning themselves or dead, on the road. So guys, this is, to give you an idea, these are kind of the last of them, and they're a lot smaller. The first ones we pulled out were much bigger, so we kind of got a mix of some bigger ones and some smaller ones. I will let you know what tree farm we're using. I'm going to place another order with them tonight. These trees got here Thursday, maybe. We've had them for about a week, so you're supposed to plant them right away, but I mean, they're still growing in the bags. They're still nice and wet. I don't know what these are. So they came in 2 bags, 50 and 50, in a box. One of them we didn't even open till yesterday. They were rubber banded closed, so they're making their own oxygen in there. Nice and humid. And that's what we just put in. So we have now put 100 trees on the property. We still have some trees left from the Arbor Day thing. I actually thought they were dead, and they've done something. They've done great, actually. When we pulled them out of the bags, they had like 3 to 4 inches of brand new root, and they were all budding. And even the trees I put in here, like this one, I thought these were all dead. When we put them in, they were just these whips, these main stems, like this right here. And I really thought they were dead, but man, every single one of them has come back and has new leaves coming out of it. So, don't know what that is. It's either some kind of pear or it's a dogwood. They gave us loblolly pines, red oaks, dogwoods, and pear trees. So we've got a lot of them. We've marked them all with bright orange cord, and I think we're good. I think everything's actually surviving. We were going to come out and dig with a spade, with a shovel, just kind of slice the ground and put them in. And Chef was like, man, you should just use a big giant screwdriver. So we ended up using a big huge crowbar, demolition bar, and that worked good. And then we found these augers, and man, the 3-inch worked. The 2-inch works better for this, and I would definitely check those out if you need to do anything like this. All you guys, we got over 12 dudes on our podcast who have said in the last 90 days they've bought property. So if you need to put wood on your property, if you need to put fruit trees, anything, if you're buying bare root or plugs or anything, you cannot beat these behind a drill. They work great. It makes this whole installation so much quicker.
You show them the sticker?
I did. We can show them again, yeah. Towerplanter.com. This was bought off Amazon. We'll put a link to it on our Amazon store. Anytime you're shopping Amazon, if you can just go to our website, soetacticalgear.com, and click on the Amazon link on our website, it'll take you right to Amazon. We get 1% of any purchase you make.
We don't know who bought what, so there's no embarrassment or anything like that, but it gives us 1%. And it's just a way to support us without having to buy anything directly from us. So if you could do that, everybody pretty much uses Amazon. That'd be awesome. Amazon, we used to put a link out and all over the place, and a clickable link. And Amazon has made it harder and harder to generate revenue. Even though you're benefiting them, they have taken more and more of that away from everybody. So you have to jump through a couple more steps to do it, but it definitely helps us. These are hickory nuts.
There's a bunch of them.
These are the only ones I've seen that weren't missing. All along the edges of the property back there and everywhere. Yeah. All of them are missing. Something ate them.
Yeah.
But something didn't come up here and take all these.
I know. I didn't even think about that, yeah.
All right, let's roll in. Oh, shit, that hurt.
Wrong way.
Yeah, don't whimper us that. Broke my little sausage hand. He's dropping water on all the trees we put in last week. A little fiber with your water. Need some whamboo.
Oh, bamboo.
A couple weeks here, Jeff will start disappearing.
Blackberry?
And then when you find him, he'll be coming out of the woods. Yeah, he's back here eating blackberries.
Start keeping the AC on, Jim?
No, I just humidity mostly. The AC, it's always on, but it turns off pretty fast. The four-wheelers can stay out.
Okay.
This bug right here?
Yeah.
So that bug right there, I was messing with one years ago, and it bit me or stung me or spit something on me. Like, it literally felt like acid.
Really?
Yeah, so watch them. I know it's hot in this garage, but it's 10 degrees cooler than it was outside, so there's a little tiny breeze. You can feel the air coming off the air set. So 100 trees in the ground. I'm going to order more tonight, and we'll just keep going and going and going. Plant super heavy, and we'll send them out if we have to. As they get bigger, we'll start cutting them down as need be, and just keep going. Right?